Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, I'm the DM for the show, and then going around the table we have our lovely players, starting with...
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Thaddeus, the human paladin of Sanahan.
Hi, I'm Kay. I play Harmony, who is a wild magic sorcerer tiefling.
And I'm Melissa, and I play Mara Stormwind, who is a human rogue.
I'm Zach, and I play Hunter, who's a Warforged fighter.
So we stream every Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch, and then post those episodes to YouTube the following Wednesday. Next week will be a little bit special, because I won't be around. So Kay, who is playing Harmony tonight, you can see her biting her fingernails, will be taking up the reins to DM a one-shot.
To one-shot the DM.
To one-shot the DM.
Dumb.
I've already done that.
Dead, I'm gone.
Finger of death.
And after that, we have a couple weeks where the schedule is a little bit shaky, but you can check the Twitch page or Twitter. We'll post about it on Twitter for information about that. Let's see. Throughout the show, we use a lot of custom items and a custom wild magic table. And I believe that next week, we already have confirmed we have a custom class written by Nick himself that will be featured during that one shot. So if you're interested in any of that, you can check the information on the Twitch page or the YouTube page. Let's see, music comes from BattleBards and TabletopAudio.com, as well as Incomptech. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can check the channel page for all of the links and info about everything I just mentioned. If you're watching on YouTube, you can check the video description for the same information. Other than that, you can go ahead and follow us on Twitter, like I mentioned, at Antiheroes Anon. And if you missed that just now, that's at Antiheroes Anon. And if you missed it again, it's written in the description. Other than that, do come back, enjoy the show, share it with your friends, and we'll just go ahead and get into a little bit of recap and then get right going. So recap. After Hunter recovered his lost memories of the Elderhaven Reaches and of the Hands of the Realm, who sort of hold that region in sway, he and Harmony then spoke with Mandus and set up this weird dream conference using the sort of stretched application of the dream spell that Mandus can do for the next evening. Meanwhile, the divination wizard Leah Moonbrook, who sought out the party, determined to take action against the eyes of the world, began attempting to scry and uncover the location of their enemies. However, as of this point, she's been unsuccessful. Meanwhile, Mara and Harmony managed to infiltrate Gavin Hammerlock's bedroom and found the missing diamond that Thaddeus had been searching for. The diamond that was stolen from the temple of his patron. His patron deity, that is. And that was hidden away in Gavin's safe, along with a thieving creature known as a boggle, which they managed to capture and take back to Sial's shop in a bottle, polymorphed as a snail. And so that's the scene we're going to open up on, is Harmony, Sial, Mara, and Leah Moonbrook all gathered around this bottle with a snail in it. Thaddeus walks in and says,
Oh no.
the thing about you, Harmony, is that it's never the same problem twice.
Right.
And that's where we're picking up exactly. So I'll get some music and you guys can go ahead and start.
Well,
What's in the bottle?
it's a snail right now. I'm not, Leah, what is it called?
It's a boggle. They're fey creatures. As I explained previously, they're born when, often when intelligent creatures they sense are incredibly lonely. They tend to go and live near those creatures.
I hadn't realized, Ciel, that you were so incredibly lonely.
Oh, wait, did you ask Ciel or Leah?
I asked Leah, but we're in Ciel's home, right?
Yeah.
Ciel sort of cracks a smile and says, well, I was on my own for a long time.
We didn't. We found it somewhere else, and we brought it back because,
No, that was a joke. I was joking.
I didn't know he did that.
I didn't know you knew how to do that. I'm impressed. Okay, anyway, the thing is, it has your thingy. The thingy from the thing in the place.
So, because I know this is Harmony's hiccup thing, or she's involved with it, I'm gonna talk to Leah again and Faye.
Oh, and Sylvan?
Or in Sylvan, yeah. And then be like, Leah, what do you want us to do to dispatch this, or...
Well, it doesn't really matter to me what you do with this boggle. Currently, Harmony has it polymorphed as a snail, and there's not much we can do at this point in time. If she were to unpolymorph it, I could banish it.
No, you can't do that.
Wait,
I can't understand her.
Was that in Sylvan? Yeah.
Yep.
Damn it!
I'm
going to be spending the whole time actively ignoring them and explaining the whole thing about how we can't get the thing away from the thingy.
Are you using those specific words?
Yes. No, I'll be saying no. The diamond from yeah, it has it.
Well.
And his ring too, doesn't
We
it?
don't know it's his ring.
Oh.
It has a ring that looks like yours, and it has a diamond, and it is a thief. And it's slippery, and I haven't been able to get the diamond out of its hands, but then it, like, does this thing where it goes into, like, places and poofs, and then appears on the other side of the room in a box.
It has my ring.
Well, I think with our...
Well, it looks like the one you wear, but...
My ring is missing.
Oh.
Where
Well,
did you find this?
it trails oil like you found in your closet.
As you can see, because the room is
Yes.
covered in it.
The room is covered in this, like,
Yeah.
sticky or slippery oil.
Let's save that story for later. Let's get the diamond back. Are you ready? I'm gonna let it
Hold
go.
on, not yet. Okay, so maybe we should, you know... So are we just gonna try and slay this creature?
Oh, are you speaking to me now?
Yeah.
But
But I don't have to.
it seems cruel to kill something that hasn't hurt us just to get something back that we want.
Is there a better way to
I mean,
be diplomatic with this creature?
I was gonna light it on fire, and then I saw all of the oil all over the room and thought that would be probably a bad idea. But if you think you can catch it,
Do we want to... Does it matter what we do with it?
no?
Okay.
Just don't let it escape.
Alright.
Let's just slay it then.
Thaddeus is going to hold an action to try and catch this creature as soon as it's on polymorph.
Okay, so you're basically all huddled
I
around.
empty it out of the bottle onto the ground.
I'm going to...
It's just a little snail.
I'm going to hold an action to shoot it with my bow. If they fail their attempt to grab it, and it starts scurrying away.
Okay.
So
Sure.
mean, Hunter.
I'm heartless.
And then he goes Harmony
Literally.
and polymorph it.
I crack my fingers like this, and I'll be like,
man.
hold
Ciel-
on to your
Ciel speaks
butts.
up. Is there anything you would like me to try to do?
Yeah, make sure it doesn't get out of here.
Can
Ooh,
you
can you
immobilize it?
change the layout of this place so that it's confused when it comes back?
I don't think I can change it. I don't think you can change it.
Can you-
Not while people are in it.
Can you bind or immobilize it somehow?
That's what I was going to attempt to do.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Let's do that.
Is that what you tried last time and failed miserably? Because
Yes.
that was kind of embarrassing.
Slippery little creature.
She gets my grief. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right.
I'm
I'll pull my
polymorph.
bow out.
Okay.
Thaddeus goes for it.
Ciel, I'm gonna let Ciel's hold monster thing go first, just to perhaps give you some advantage. I think hold is a wisdom.
Hold. Yeah, I don't know. I only
Okay.
have hold.
So as the polymorph dissipates in a cloud and the snail shoots up into,
Windows 10.
let me just check the internet, make sure we're not offline.
I've never seen this before. Technology.
Nope, we're good. That was weird. As the smoke sort of dissipates and the creature shoots upward, Ciel casts her spell, or their spell, and you can see that its like limbs begin to lock up. So yeah, you can make your check at advantage.
What I think I'm actually, if I see that it's frozen, I think what I'm going to try and do instead is take the diamond.
Okay, yeah, it's just sort of clutching it. So.
Okay.
But it can't do anything, right? It's like completely paralyzed.
Yes, but it's like holding it with this sticky oil.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I'm still gonna make its check. I'm not gonna let it use Dex. I'm gonna make it use Strength.
I'm
This
very
is just a
dexterous.
straight
I could
strength
try to
check
get
for me?
Athletics, if you've got
Athletics.
it.
Okay. I do have that.
I could try to get the ring because I'm very dexterous.
Well, let's see what happens.
So it got a 14.
I don't know why I rolled with advantage. That's not how it is. Ooh.
Oh, even better.
I got a 26.
Okay, so yeah, like you have to pull it for a second, and like as you're pulling, there's this sticky oil that just won't come off of it, but you get it away from it.
Can I prestidigitation the oil off?
If Mara wants to do something, she can get my ring back.
That's what she was gonna do,
Okay.
yeah.
You want to try and swipe the ring off?
Yep.
Go ahead and make a... Yeah, I'll let you use dexterity or an athletics check. Up to you.
Whatever's higher.
Yeah, 2 hours higher.
Dexterity or athletics.
This one.
It's got a 14,
it's a save.
so that's
It's a
why you're
saving
looking
throw.
for
This one.
Okay, plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 12.
12. So yeah, you get your fingers in there, no problem, and you're able to like get a grip on it, but it's just like pulling off of this oil that is just really impossible to do. So you just can't like with fine movements get off the ring.
Okay.
Can you help her?
I'm holding an action. We're
You're
not really in
holding a bow.
initiative, but I'm happy to cancel my action and
Yeah, you can
Go
do
and
that.
help.
Take
Alright.
out your pokey stick and just
you want me to kill it?
no. We'll cut the sticky off so that she can get the ring.
Cut the sticky out. Isn't that just his finger?
No, it's
No, he's
there's
got,
like
like,
oil coating his finger.
Sticky oil. It's like he's got glue.
Is there a way I can like work in like a tool and like try it?
Yeah, you could use one of your
I don't know.
tinkering tools.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
So basically, I would let Mara retry with advantage.
I'm helping you.
So she gets to roll 2 more times or 1 more time.
Just once, I think.
I was gonna let her roll just again with advantage.
So
Oh, okay.
roll 2 more d20s and take the.
Do you need a d20?
I like that you banish all of those. They're not necessarily bad.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're doing,
This
Your
one.
to beat this
Athletics
time is a
again.
10.
okay, 23.
Twice.
Okay, easy. Yep.
19 on die.
Mm-hmm. So you pull it right off now that Hunter's sort of got something wedged in there and clipping the oil.
It's your hand.
Are you okay?
Okay.
It's fine.
Alright, so we got our stuff. Now do we just set this thing free?
It's still frozen.
Is it intelligible? Can it speak?
I'm gonna like look
I
at
didn't
Leah,
try to
like,
talk to it. Honestly, it's kind of creeping me out, and it's probably just gonna steal all of our stuff if we let it go.
I want to know why it was going after my things and where it got the
Can I
diamond.
talk to it in Sylvan?
Yeah,
I
Leah
think
says
we
to you
might
in Sylvan.
Be able to.
If it were able to speak, it would be Sylvan. However, I can't say I've personally met a boggle before.
Okay.
If
Oh, we can try.
I think I can answer those questions for you. I don't think we need to get
I'm
the
gonna like
information out
I'm
of
gonna
this
ask
thing.
it a question in Sylvan. I know it can't talk yet, but I'm gonna say like I'll say when you're
He's
free,
really
can you understand us? Or something like that, or like start prodding it
Can
a
it
couple
talk?
questions and see if it can.
Can a thing that's being what spell did CL
Cold
cast?
monster.
Cold
And
monster.
it can't talk right now, but when the spell
When the
ends,
spell wears
perhaps
off,
it can.
I'm sort of asking a couple questions.
Ciel sort of looks around. It seems like you've got your things. Should I...
Yeah, I
Well,
think
Well, we can grapple it. Like, we can like restrain it, maybe. So,
tie it up.
well, we don't need. I think we just hold it, right?
Yeah,
Sure, you
even
can. If you
hold
want to get all covered in that grossness, be my guest.
You probably could use the oil.
My
I
work
can put
is
that
done
ring back if you
here.
don't want it.
I'm gonna start going around the room and prestidigitationing all of the oil off of the ground.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, do we
think that is,
care?
Like, hold out
I did the
diamond.
diamond
Oh, you
already.
did
The real question is, do we care if we let it go or not, or does it have any?
I really would like to know what this thing was doing with my stuff.
Is this your ring? Here.
It is my ring. I recognize it. It's got, this,
Prestidigitation.
it's got the sigil of House Hammerlock on it.
Yeah. I'm just busying myself cleaning, not making eye contact, just cleaning. Yep, that's right. It does.
Okay. Ciel's sort of like looking for confirmation that they should release the spell.
So, I'm gonna try and like hold it and restrain it. So then and then I'll tell Ciel to release it.
Okay.
Do I have to make a check for that?
Yeah. We'll make the check when it's...
Okay.
I mean, you've got it.
Alright.
The main thing will be holding on to it once it's
Is it a
free.
small creature?
Yes.
Does that mean I
It's a
have?
It is a small creature.
Does that mean that I have advantage or disadvantage on these sorts of things?
I don't think it would...
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't
Give you any
to apply. Okay. All right, that's fine.
If it
so,
were tiny, probably I'd give you an advantage.
okay, so I'm gonna just give Ciel and I'm like, all right, let's give it a shot.
Okay. As Ciel cancels the spell, it does start to struggle, so go ahead and make your check.
I roll a 1. No, I roll a 7. Whew, that's cool. I know, it looks like a 1 though, doesn't it? Like,
Don't
Yeah.
be so eager.
I got
It's got
a.
a 13.
I think I have a 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you're gripping it, you can feel that its oil that's coating its skin goes like from sticky, because like at first when you grabbed it the first time, it was sticking to your hands, but it goes to slippery,
Yeah.
and it just starts to wriggle out of your hands, but it can't get out, and it's just struggling. It's
So I'm
like,
gonna be like, okay, can you understand us? And Sylvan,
Yes.
Where? Okay, so it does understand.
Oh, good. Then ask it.
What do you want me to ask it?
What do you want?
Why did
Let
you
me
have?
go.
Why did you
I
have?
feel
Why do you have
safe.
these things?
They were in the house. I like to steal things.
I love this voice.
There we go. There we go.
It's just struggling more.
Are you working with someone? Did you?
What did it say?
Hang on.
No, I'm tired of hanging on. Everyone is telling me to hang on. Not yet.
I'm
Not right
ignoring-
now.
I'm ignoring him and I'm asking this question.
The younger one lets me live under his bed.
Do you know his name?
Travin. Mavin.
Trevin.
Slavin.
Okay. If I release you, where are you gonna go?
Back.
Okay, so then I'll relay the information that he took things from Thavin or Mavin.
From Gavin?
Yes, and if we release him, he'll go back there.
Harmony's gonna
He said he's
curl
working
up on
with-
one of the
he's
couches
working with
and
that
start
person.
rocking.
And he likes to steal things.
It's just like struggling against your arms.
Hang on, 1 second.
There we go.
He got this diamond from Gavin?
That's what I understand.
Well, technically, he got it from us. I like that we said that exactly the same time.
Do we want him to go back to?
I don't care anymore
Let him
what we
go.
do with him.
Let him
Alright,
go.
so-
We're done.
All
There
right.
we go.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna I'll walk him out of the
Okay.
CL shop.
Yeah.
As you set him like down on the ground outside of the shop,
Yeah. Like
He just-
okay.
like runs away, and
fine.
he's just laughing the whole way.
You got away. Idiots. Let me go.
All right. I'll walk back and
Give him a stern talking to. Tell him if we find him with some more stuff.
no, I'm just gonna leave.
He just, yeah.
He's already gone.
Yeah.
Well,
I
there's
come,
going to be a stern talk.
I come back. I come back
He
into the room.
opened up a
I think it's
interdimensional
time to go
space
get some
between the
dessert.
table legs
I'm
and
gonna
then
be
just was
back
gone.
later.
Oh, I
start leaving.
actually set him outside the shop, like outside
okay.
the building.
That is clamps
Yeah.
a hand on Harmony's shoulder.
I'm gonna like find like a washroom and like wash off the oil stuff or something.
Does anyone want to explain what they were doing in my home?
I didn't know he wasn't your blood brother, okay?
What?
I mean, you have a
What?
weird family. It was all her idea.
That it was. It was pretty fun though, you have to admit.
What?
It was kind of fun. Okay, Gavin's room is really, really creepy. Like, I thought I was in some kind of a
Why
murder
were you
story
in
there. Because he had the diamond, I guess.
Did you know that? Did you know that?
I didn't
How
know
long
that.
have you known that?
That you might have
Miss
had the diamond?
Undercity sister?
Well, there's things that, I do. That's who I am.
I contracted with the Undercity Sisterhood for the return of my diamond.
Well, it's been returned to
Yeah.
you, so it looks like she did her job.
Yeah.
Did you know Gavin had
Don't
it?
question my methods.
Did you know Gavin had it?
I didn't know for sure. That's why I asked Harmony for her help.
I see. Well, thank you for retrieving it, but
Also, I'm sorry about your mom's bushes.
I'm not. I'm too angry to be angrier than I already am, so I'm not going to ask about that.
I feel like I need to do like the chinpo
Why
thing.
do you have to admit to everything?
I'm sorry!
You're not very good at being discreet.
Well, I mean, it's my friend, I guess, ex-friend's house. I didn't mean to. I mean, we didn't hurt anybody. I just, kind of. Well, I'm sorry.
If you could try to, calm down a little bit, maybe I could groom you to be one of the sisters. Wouldn't you like that? Have more adventures?
It's too much pressure. Too many rules.
We'd make a great team.
Yeah, that's true. Look, they, didn't know it was us.
Well, thank heaven for spawn.
Because I used my illusion magic, and I made myself look like Valerie, and Gavin called me Mom. So that was weird. And then we
I kinda
found that...
a picture.
What?
I kind of found his picture.
Where?
Do you want to know?
We may as well just, while we're telling truths.
In Valerie's room.
I see. So, Valerie, our maid, is my brother's mother.
That's what
Yes.
we think.
Half brother?
Oh,
I mean, it's not the end of the world. He's kind of a black sheep, right?
more than I knew, apparently.
Although you kind of seem like the black sheep, to be honest. What with your, like, godly vengeance. But anyway, that thing was under Gavin's bed. And the minute that Mara got the safe open, it took the diamond, and we couldn't get away from it, so I turned it into a snail and I brought it back here.
So the diamond was in a safe
Yeah,
in Gavin's room.
yes.
That's unfortunate. That's upsetting.
And the creature had your ring, I guess.
We don't know how he got that.
No, he just
It
had it.
before.
That, I think, is less... That's the least distressing thing I've heard all day, and that's saying something.
But Leah said those creatures are attracted to lonely people,
Alright.
so I feel kind of bad for him. But he's kind of mean. I mean, he's really mean.
I had noticed Gavin is taking a turn for the worse. I am going to return this diamond to the temple, and I am going to pray for guidance while I'm there about my brother.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry we're the bearer of bad news.
It's not your fault.
I mean, I didn't know what I was really doing at the time except helping a friend, and we ended up helping you find your diamond, so yay, all things turned out okay! Right? Right?
I've got to say, this is not at all how I pictured Thaddeus getting the diamond back.
And Thaddeus leaves.
Okay,
Wait, before he goes, do you want some company?
No.
Okay.
you're headed off to the temple of, I can't remember what
Of the
name.
8 or whatever we
As he leaves, I'll call out, make sure you come back here to sleep tonight because we have that dream conference with Mandis.
He's like, you could care less.
The Temple of the Eight Faces is what I named it.
That's right.
Yeah, you can make your way over there pretty easily.
I don't think I'm going to take a taxi either. I think
Just gonna walk.
Thaddeus is going to walk.
You've got a couple hours before dark, so that's
Yeah.
fine. The temple ward of the city is still busy, even though it's getting on towards evening.
Mhm.
Especially the temple of Arathis. There we go. Couldn't think of the name for a second.
I always say it wrong. I always want to say Erithus.
I mean, I could be saying it wrong. I don't know. I've never really heard it spoken,
Yeah.
so I just say Arathis. But you make your way to the temple, no problems. And it's sort of quiet and peaceful, just the way it was last time.
Mhm.
And as you go in, it's the same appearance that you remember, with like the moon projected on the ceiling and the dark room with sort of the glittering star-like gems set into the walls and things like that. With the 8 doorways that branch out towards the various specific rooms of worship. And then above the doorway that you know to lead to Esanahan's altar, there is the statue of the woman holding the shield that has the empty hole where the diamond belongs. And there's clerics of Sehanin
Yeah.
bustling about, but most of them, just like before, seem to be in this dreamlike trance.
I'm going to look for the paladin who was here earlier. His name I can't remember off the top of my head.
Awen Keen. Awen Keen.
I'm not sure I had that name in my notes. Okay, yeah. Is he here?
So you go into Esanahan's altar chamber, and it seems to be empty at the moment.
Okay. And I'm going to try and flag down one of the other sisters.
Okay.
Or one of the priestesses, I mean.
It's not hard to like stop one of them,
Mhm.
but it's definitely hard to hold their attention. As you flag one down, they sort of give you this misty look.
Mhm.
Yes.
Excuse me, and I point up. Do you see that statue there?
Yes, the statue of Esanahan,
That's
the
right.
Lady of Judgment and Protection.
Yes. Do you see how there's a missing stone?
Now that you mention it, yes, that's quite odd. And the person begins to like drift off. I mean, you could like snag him or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yes, can I help you?
I've come to return it. I've been looking for it, and I finally found it, and I'm here to return it. And I would like to see it restored to its place.
Ah, I see. Do you need a ladder?
Yes.
Let me go get
I
one.
don't know why I'm shouting.
And then the priestess goes off and comes back like 10 minutes later. This temple isn't that big, but they come back like 10 minutes later with a ladder and just sort of like sets it in the middle of the room and just keeps walking.
Alright, I'll lug it over.
Very loud
Set
and
it up.
noisily.
Yep.
Clang.
And like there are people
Jumped up.
bustling in and out of the room, but
That's
they're
true.
just always
Just jumped up there.
There's no like foothold up there really.
yeah, not really.
I don't want to like hang on to the statue and try and jam the thing in there.
Like a basketball.
Yeah.
Jump shot.
Some flubber on the bottom of his boots.
That's what I envisioned with the jumps. Flubber.
I mean, he's got the boots, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And as you go to steady the ladder, you get it into a good position. The statue is just sort of looming over you with its, I think it has a masked face, if I recall correctly. Yes, it's got a masked face and it's just sort of looking down at you. Set the ladder up and you go to place the stone in the hole.
Yeah.
As you do so, the stone affixes immediately into the hole without any sort of no, there's no like glue or anything like that, or no metal that closes over it. It just, once it's there, it locks in place, and it begins to glow with this dim moonlight. And then as you're sort of like holding the gem in place, you feel a weight as the shield entirely comes off in your hands.
Oh. Feel bad, maybe? We're good, I guess.
And as you hold the shield, you see it pulse with a light, a pale moonlight.
Achievement unlocked.
Happy birthday, Nick! I'm so happy that this was timed for your birthday.
For viewers, we are actually playing this session on my birthday.
Yeah, it was just perfect timing. So.
And bring the cake back. and there the cake comes out.
Yeah, so the shield sort of falls down into your hands, and you can feel like it has this warm pulse to it, and it just seems to glow dimly. And as you're holding the shield, you hear a voice in the back of your head that says, "Thank you for returning the gem to its rightful place. You are indeed a worthy follower of mine, and I would have you carry this shield in return."
And that is, like, he doesn't respond because I don't really know what to say, and also I don't know if this is like a two-way communication thing or if it's just a voice in my head. But I do, like, descend the ladder more, like, calmly than before, and just leave it where it is because someone's going to take it or not, who knows. And go into the chamber and pray and try and, like, not like, it's not a spell. Like, I'm not casting the divine guidance spell or anything, but, like, just sit there and pray for a while and try and clear my mind and try and figure out what to do about Gavin.
Yeah, and no specific answers come to you, but as you're sort of reciting over the dogma of Islamihan and all of that, and all of that dogma involves making a judgment.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the conclusion you come to, is that you're going to have to make a judgment one way or the other.
Okay.
But there's no sort of guiding voice in your head that tells you what specifically you need to do.
And when I'm done, I'll go back to Seals.
With a new shield, which sort of attunes to you, or like begins that process on its own. So by the time you get back to Seals, you are attuned to that shield if you would have it.
Alright, yeah, definitely.
While he's gone, I would like to go up to Hunter and say, "Can I have that tiara back now?"
Only if it makes you float in the ceiling and let you sit there for 3 hours.
It was only 1 hour, I think. Look,
I'll give it back to her.
thank you. And I'll go sit in the corner and try enchanting it while Thaddeus gone.
And I want to work with Seal on my plates because I brought the material stock and stuff.
Okay, well, I mean, you need to sort of get the plates ready.
Okay, so I'll ready the
First.
plates then. Yeah.
So, yeah, you can go ahead and make a Tinker's Tool check
Okay.
with dexterity.
Okay.
And then you can make an Arcana check.
I got a.
Nice.
So add dexterity, add proficiency. for Tinker's Tool proficiency.
Yep.
So it's 24.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you only have a couple hours, but you managed to, easy enough, get it hammered into the right shape for plates.
It was good, and then it turned bad.
Okay.
Jesus, I'm never gonna get this enchanted. 10.
10?
I rolled a freaking 4.
You used Tides of Chaos?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
You're not going to pour any wacky juice into the...
I mean, I kind of.
What does that mean? Oh, the Ben.
I feel like it's gonna happen anyway.
What enchantment are you trying to put into it?
Disguise self.
Disguise Self. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it does feel like some bit of magic takes into the tiara.
Not as much as I wanted, but a little.
It's hard
bit.
to tell, especially since you're still new at this, but it does feel like to some degree you were successful in putting some enchantment in.
Can I bring it to Ciel and say, did it work?
Well, let me take a look, darling. And Ciel takes the tiara and sets it on the table, and then sets up sort of like an identify ritual. And what was it you meant to do with this tiara?
That's not a question you ever want to hear.
I wanted to make it an illusion to disguise someone who wears it.
Ciel's eyebrow goes up a little bit. You know, I think you may have succeeded to some extent. It's not a permanent enchantment, but there does seem to be a one-time use spell of a similar nature to that, illusion magic that would disguise someone, stored in this amulet. Or not amulet,
Tiara.
tiara.
Really?
Yes. So it seems as if you succeeded to some extent.
Thank you. And I'll run over to Hunter and I'll give it back. I made it for you.
Oh,
Don't put it on yet.
Aw.
If the next time you need a disguise, put it on
Okay.
and think about the disguise, and hopefully it'll last long enough.
I'm just laughing because
I love it. It's like haphazard explanation. Thank you, Harmony. It's very thoughtful.
Yeah, there's a long story behind that. Remind me to
Okay.
tell you sometime.
Oh, the tiara.
Yeah. I think I bought that one right because I wanted.
Yes, you did.
I mean, it's either that. It's not the one that.
It's not the crown that he stole from
It's not the
Tal.
crown
It's
that
the
I got.
tiara
The one
I
that you
bought
got.
for Tal to make him feel better, but it was a tiara and not a crown, so
Yes.
he just threw it back at me. That wasn't nice. Okay.
So then eventually, after you guys have worked on your projects, Thaddeus comes back in sporting a new shield.
Ooh.
Are you gonna do anything today? Just
Does
hang
it
out?
have the gem in it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be like, weren't you gonna return that?
I did, and then it was returned to me.
Return to you, so it's yours?
It was given to me.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's awfully nice of them.
Huh.
It was.
Cool. Good for you. That must make you feel so much better that you forgot all about how angry you were. See?
It's like your birthday or something.
I'm not. I'm not angry anymore. But I'm still upset. I'm still
Say
distraught. Imagine you have family, all of you.
Yeah.
Imagine the kind of betrayal you would.
I'm just
feel.
gonna like sit there and be like, yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
The kind of betrayal you would feel if you had found out something like this from your own brother.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have told you.
No, you should have. I'm glad you recovered it, and I'm glad that somebody got to the bottom of what he was doing. Thank you for that.
Well, I don't know if we're at all the way at the bottom. I feel like we started to dig, but I feel like there's a lot more secrets in that room that we didn't really have time to...
It got a little sticky.
Harmony giggles. That was really funny. Anyway, is it almost nighttime?
It is getting on to nighttime.
Right,
Oh,
so we
right.
need to actually
Agreed, yes.
go outside and we need to call Mandus and introduce him to you
Yes.
so that he can so he knows who you are
Okay.
before he dream links us or whatever it is that we're doing.
The dream Skype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skype. Yep.
dream Skype.
So, I guess I'll walk out there.
We all go. We all
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Mandus is already sitting in front of the dagger, waiting.
Okay, so we'll, hey, and then I'll like pan around or rotate around the room and like show everyone, and then I'll like focus in on Mara. So he can see
And he
Mara.
begins. So
I'll be,
basically,
like,
what's
right there.
happening is
That?
there is a dagger that isn't showing your reflection when Hunter puts it in front of your face. Instead, it seems to reflect someone else somewhere else in the world, and that person is sort of like a sort of not long-haired, but sort of like medium-length, dark-haired human man. The dark hair has streaks of gray in it. He has quite a bit of stubble. Not like it doesn't have any sort of which sort of culminates a little bit in like facial hair on his chin a little bit, but it's not like a full beard or anything like that.
For some reason, when he gave the first description of Mandus, I thought it was the person in my head. I imagined the person who plays Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman.
That was like
Hugh
Mandus.
Jackman as
I mean,
Mandus.
That was like my.
That works.
I might cast Hugh Jackman as Mandus.
Who would you think?
Oh, I don't know. I'd
Okay.
have to think about that.
Okay.
That's for some reason when you
But you know,
explained
Hugh
it.
Jackman could try out and he'd be considered. Because this man also does look, for an old man, like he's smaller. He's not small built. He's sort of like medium build, but you can see he has toned muscle underneath his robes. And he starts writing on a piece of paper, and he turns it around to show the dagger, and it says, "Hello, my name's Mandus. I'm told that your name is Mara. Nice to meet you."
Wow, this is really cool.
Yeah,
Where'd you get this?
from him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then so I'll
So
hand
what
you
do I
some
do?
parchment, and I'll hold the dagger for you so you can. It's right back to him.
Okay. Who is this guy?
His name is Mandus.
Okay. Alright, hello. Nice to meet you.
And he writes back,
And
I don't know how much Harmony and Hunter have told you about me, but they helped me out with a few problems back when they were in the city of Ravenmoor, where I live and where I run an orphanage. And
he helped us out of a few troubles too.
Hunter needs some information, so I'm told, about Ravenmoor, and I believe I can answer his questions. So this is to set up a meeting tonight, which will involve me entering your dreams. I hope that's okay. And he sort of shows that to the dagger.
Okay,
I promise it's
I write
cool.
back, do I have a choice?
Yes, you do.
He writes, if you don't want to be a part of this conference, then I will not bother you.
Well, since I'm part of the group now, I guess I better.
It'll be fine. Probably.
Mandus writes, it will be fine.
He says so.
Yeah. He saved my life.
Alright.
At least once.
At least once. Maybe multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
And then he writes, I think that ought to do it for introductions. So if
It's okay.
the next time all of you are asleep, I should be able to speak with you more in person.
Okay, we're going to bed now.
Yeah.
Is it bedtime?
It's getting on towards evening, so
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hand the dagger to Harmony, and I'm gonna walk back inside to Cial's
Okay.
chambers,
So I'm
and I'm
supposed
gonna
to
let him know
fall
that
asleep.
we need to sleep outside tonight. So
Going
that's where
to
we're gonna be.
Jackman is gonna enter my head.
Cial nods. You can see that Cial is already beginning to set up rituals to work on your
Yes.
plates.
okay.
Harmony.
I'll
And
take
then,
that. I'll take that dream any
yeah.
day.
do we? And then coming back, do you want to spend the night here outside the shop,
We
or
have to, I think.
or
We can't sleep inside the mansion.
the Dusty Bottle, like an actual
Let's
inn?
just sleep here.
This is fine.
We
Okay.
have bedrolls. Dusty bottle costs money.
It's not very much.
Yes, but I might need a drink to help me fall asleep.
Oh well, I have 2 bottles of foreign alcohol,
Harmony,
and I have a bottle of fancy alcohol in here too.
I don't remember
Please.
where either of those came
I
from.
have no idea.
I think the 2 bottles of foreign alcohol I might have stolen from the Dusty bottle.
You
Yes.
did in the alternate
Oh
timeline.
yeah.
Wait, does that mean I don't have them anymore?
I can't remember. Maybe we worked it out so you did have them.
Yeah. I can't think of why.
Or maybe I
I
stole
can't think
them.
of why what Nostria did would have eliminated that part.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that's what we decided. So yeah, you stole those from the dusty bottle.
So I'll take them out and I'll give you one.
They were the
That-
genie's choice
Let's
drink.
share.
Like, Thaddeus puts a hand over it and looks Harmony in the eyes. Harmony,
Yes?
tell me the truth. Have you been practicing your enchantment on these bottles?
Enchantment? No.
Okay. And Thaddeus raised his hand.
No.
Okay. All right. Cheers. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Very sweet. Do you want some?
Sure.
I'll share mine with
It's been a
him.
long day.
Because I've only got the 2
It's been a very
bottles.
long day for you.
Sorry. I don't know what you're sorry about, but it's okay. Okay, so we'll, I guess.
He
Yeah,
can't
today.
Seal has a back
I
room
know,
in the
that's
shop,
why I
so
Okay, so we'll.
I assumed you'd sort of
Find
set
some
up in the
comfort.
back room, a little
Yeah.
bit out of the way.
You know, we have
Okay.
that portable house.
So I gave you the tiara. Did you write the tiara down?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
erase it
That's
from
why
mine.
I was laughing.
Because it's in his.
Because what?
Because you have a tiara in your supplies.
I have a crown too.
I have a
I'm
lot
very
of
pretty.
stuff.
Very fabulous. Indubitable.
Okay, so we'll go to sleep.
All right. I
Yep.
think probably Harmony and Mara get off to sleep first, and then.
Oh, I would like shut down.
Yeah, well that's
Yeah.
true. You can just.
I feel like Harmony can sleep anytime, any place.
Mhm.
So she'll lay down and just be like.
Thaddeus, with all the events that have happened today,
Yeah.
probably takes a little bit longer, but
Than
eventually
usual,
sleep
yeah.
does find you. Harmony, what do you dream about?
Oh God. Well, considering that I've spent the last couple days enchanting tiaras and sneaking into little brother's bedrooms, probably I dream about sneaking into Gavin's bedroom and putting a tiara on his head and watching him float up into the sky.
Okay, so basically, as you're standing in Gavin's bedroom, which for some reason doesn't have a ceiling and seems to be disembodied from the rest of the house, and you put the tiara on his head,
Oh
he
yeah, and I
begins
slip
to
and fall on my face in the oil. 'Cause
he
that
begins
happened.
to drift off up into the sky, and you slip and fall on your face, sort of as you're like doubling over to laugh at this. You see Gavin floating upward and upward into this sort of cloudless blue sky, and then suddenly standing over you, offering you a hand to pull you up, is Mandus. Need some help there?
Oh hey, careful, it's slippery.
Yeah, I noticed. An interesting dream you're having.
Well, my life has been really crazy lately. So I'll start to prestidigitation the floor.
Oh, there's
Sorry.
no need for that. We're going to move on rather quickly. Just take my hand.
Okay.
And as he holds your hand, the space shifts. Hunter, what are you dreaming about? Actually, you don't dream. So
So
basically,
it's just like this black space.
suddenly, yes, you're in this sort of dark space, and there's just basically these almost like ribbons, these sort of like ethereal ribbons with numbers, zeros and ones, flying by in every direction.
Matrix!
Yes. And sitting sort of cross-legged in the midst of that, there's Hunter with his eyes closed. And Mandus goes up to him and taps you on the shoulder, and you feel this tap.
So I would just look up and see what it is, and see Mandus.
Again, in an interesting space. It's good to see you again, Hunter.
Nice seeing you too. I've been expecting you.
He chuckles. I think we'll go pick up your friend Thaddeus next.
Okay.
And then, again, the scene shifts. What is Thaddeus dreaming about?
I think he's in class in a dais.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of his actual classmates, it's like everybody he's been thinking about. So like these people are all there, just sitting at their desks, like paying attention. And Gavin and Astrid are there, and Helly Ironshield is there, and Liam Moonbrook.
Mm-hmm.
Just all the people who have been weighing on him lately.
Yeah, I think maybe CL's teaching the class or something like that.
No, I think Lucavis is teaching the class.
Oh, you think so? Yeah. That's a good one. And so the scene shifts, and you find yourselves all sitting in these seats. And Thaddeus is there, probably close to the front row. And Lucavis is giving a lecture on the principles of Asanahin's doctrine.
I'll throw a piece of paper at Harmony.
I catch it with Mage Hand and throw it at Thaddeus.
As you turn around, you see Mandus is there as well with these people, and Mandus waves. It's nice to meet you somewhat in person.
Oh, right. This, yes.
God, what a boring dream.
Thaddeus gets up.
And then
Are
he
we-
sort of...
And then like sits back down. Are we going somewhere?
Yes, we have one more individual to pick up, and then we'll find a better space to talk.
Come on, Daddy.
And so the scene shifts again, and what is Mara dreaming about?
I think I'm in Muriel's garden and she's reading poetry aloud to all of us.
Okay. So the scene shifts, and it's suddenly this peaceful afternoon. There's butterflies drifting across on sort of the breezeless garden air.
Hey, it's the bush I lit on fire.
But the bush is in like full flourish.
I'm glad to see it's okay.
Sort of feeling guilty there, I think.
And you turn around to see all of these people suddenly appear, and the man you met in the dagger is standing amongst them, and he says, "Hello, Mara. It's nice to meet you,
Nice
somewhat
to meet
in person."
Nice to meet you too.
And he sort of extends a hand.
Dice looks around. Even my dreams, she can't resist infiltrating my home.
Well, I'm not going to tell you about what I was dreaming about then.
And then Amanda says, "Well, that's everyone. We don't have forever with this spell, so I think we'll get off to a space where it would be easy to talk. We'll go to my dream space." And the scene shifts again, and a familiar, to you two at least, landscape greets you. It is the dull grays and blacks and whites of the Shadowfell.
Of course.
That's the Shadowfell.
Of course.
And you're standing in front of this sort of
I'm looking for the dragon.
ringed fountain with gargoyles that water would come out of, but the fountain is dry and cracked and broken, and there are pillars and rocks strewn around this barren field. And Mandus goes and takes a seat on the fountain, sort of facing all of
I'm
you.
going to walk around and say, "Geez, oh, Mandus, you can't even escape this place in your dreams?"
Why couldn't we have stayed in the garden?
Mandus chuckles and he says, "There's a reason I've chosen to come here."
I'm nervous.
And he turns to Hunter.
I'm going to sit down.
"You had a question about some dragons."
Don't tell me that dragon that we saw looming over the castle was a silver dragon.
The dragon that you saw looming over the castle all that time ago was not a silver dragon.
Okay.
He was the friend of a silver dragon.
Okay.
A long, long time ago.
So what about this place is important to my question?
This place is important to your question because this is where the only remaining silver dragon, to my knowledge, spends their time.
So you're saying that in the Shadowfell there's a silver dragon here?
In a manner of speaking.
Okay.
And Mandus continues. He says, "In the ancient times, the dragons were known to confer power onto the mortal races, magic and the like. They were protectors, the metallic ones at least, were protectors and guardians, while the chromatic ones were tyrants that the humans and the metallic dragons worked together to stave off. Now, with the threat of chromatic dragons nearly gone from the world, there's been no need for the metallic ones, silvers and bronze and brass and the like, to stay around. And they all left a long time ago, to who knows where. I couldn't tell you. But back in those days, there was... Dragons guard their identities. Metallic ones, at least. Metallic ones tend to spend time in and amongst the mortal races who they loved. And they would have a select list of people they would allow to know their identities. And there was always a trial that went along with it. We're here in this place to enact your trial. If you want to know about the location of a silver dragon, the only one that I know of, then you must pass my trial. And Mandus stands up, dusts off his hand, backflips up to the top of the fountain, and takes a fighting pose, and says, "When you're ready, and I'll prepare the battlefield."
I don't want to fight Mandus!
Is Mandus
Oh.
a dragon?
I don't know, he makes
Because
sure it
he's
sound like
human.
it.
Yeah.
It sounds like
3D
mean-
printed terrain.
He's
Oh,
Yay!
Are there any cats?
There are no cats.
Okay.
Those are pretty cool rocks, though.
Yeah, those are nice.
I only had time to paint the one thing, the fountain. But
I mean, you're already way up on anything I ever did. That's the next level terrain right there.
3D printers are so cool.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, this is where Mufasa and Simba Pride Rock.
Pride Rock, yeah.
Yeah, this is where. What's that monkey's name?
Rafiki.
Rafiki. Yeah.
Vicky. Oh shit.
I guess I better roll initiative, huh?
yes,
Oh,
so
yeah, we
please
should
roll
roll.
initiative.
Oh no.
And I will get some battle music going. The only other thing Mandus
Not
says
bad.
is, because this is a dream space, you have no need of concern for harm. Don't hold back. Throw everything you have at me.
Alright.
Does all our magic stuff work here?
Yes, so basically, in this dream space, you're exactly as your characters would be, but none of this damage will carry over onto your physical forms.
Gotcha.
Good to
This
know.
was good last time.
So you can't die here or anything.
Okay.
That's the main difference.
Okay.
So what I would have got.
It's better.
Well, I'm all shaky. I've been waiting for this.
This is what you thought you would be telling us 4 times
You
ago.
get
We already
Yeah.
Okay.
For 4 ones in a
4
row.
sessions ago.
Oh boy.
This is
Oh,
what
boy.
Brianna knows.
Alright.
Alright. Wow, you guys all rolled really well.
Not well enough.
Except for Mara.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Man just rolled a 36.
Actually, Hunter is up first.
Oh no.
Okay, so we are all around him. Okay.
Let me just get Mandus' stat block up.
Oh dear. I don't even.
So he's up there.
He's
Can't
gonna be
really
too powerful to do anything.
do much about that. I guess I will use my movement and walk back, set my bow, and take some shots. Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. And let's use the scope too while we're at it. And probably die for it, but we'll see. Let's see. So I got a 24.
That hits.
Okay.
Don't forget you have your
I'm just gonna do flat damage, I think, for these ones. So we'll do.
Yeah, but also
Oh,
the
and then I have that bowstring too.
evasion and
That's true.
I
You're
am-
the beholder eye stock bowstring.
uncanny dodge. That's it.
Charges. I'm
So
gonna
you can
use a
decrease
charge
the
on it, I think.
Okay.
For the first time.
So you roll your
D10.
d10 and it will tell you what the effect is.
Yep. I got a 10, which is
That's
death.
the bad one.
Your ice stream.
That's death.
It's
so
death?
takes
So
an
it's
extra
a-
40-10 necrotic damage.
What is the save on it though? It's Constitution?
Constitution save.
What's the DC?
The DC is.
15 for all.
Is it? Okay. Yes.
He has really good Constitution. He's got 17.
Okay. So does
So
he?
he takes half
So he
damage.
takes no damage from the extra effect.
Oh.
No damage?
Yeah, that's
Man,
really all or
does.
nothing.
Mandus, you beast. Okay, so I got 13 piercing damage on the first attack.
The nice thing about these, it's not going to matter in this fight, but it will in future fights. When you use the bowstring and add one of the effects to it, even if they make their save, it counts as magical.
Oh, that's cool. So does it magic damage for this?
Yes, but it's not going to matter for Mandus.
Okay, so I'll just save. Alright, so 13 piercing damage for the first attack. Next attack.
This is what would happen, except for Mandus
Oh, does he slide out of
actually
the sky?
catches the missile out of the air
Sure he
and
does.
course he
spends a
does.
key point to throw it back at you.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah,
Mandus.
I knew he could do that.
Okay, so do I have to... Oh, you're making an attack. Okay.
He's going to hit you with 27,
That hits.
and what you do a d12 with your bow.
I do a d12.
So you are going to take 8 plus 13 piercing damage.
8 plus
which you-
13?
No, so 13 total. So
Okay.
then you have that down to 6.
6. Okay, so... 6.
One
Okay.
key point spent.
I have another attack. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do 25 to hit.
Hits.
And this is...
And you can see he's still sort of in the motion of throwing it back at you, so he doesn't have a reaction.
So we're like poof.
Yeah, he doesn't have a reaction
Okay.
to catch it again.
And then we're going to do 20 piercing damage on that one.
Okay.
And that's that. That's my turn.
All right. And he grins and says, "Ah, you've gotten better. Your aim is has improved, Hunter." And then at the end of your turn, he will use a legendary action
Legendary action.
to move
champ,
his
man.
speed.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'm not wanting this to happen
Hey,
at
did he
all.
pass through my melee range?
He does, but this doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna die right here, but that's okay.
And he will move up to you.
Yeah.
Then it is his turn. And he's just where he wants to be to make 2 punches at you.
Yep.
So that is a 19 and a 23 to hit.
Yep, those both hit.
Tracy.
18 with a bow.
That's 12. So that's 22 bludgeoning damage total.
Total? Okay.
Mhm.
It's 28.
As he gets in one good uppercut under your chin, and then sort of gets a roundhouse kick around at your shoulder, and you can just see dents forming in your armor.
And I'll be like, oh, your aim stayed the same.
He laughs at that. That's his turn. Then it is Harmony's turn.
No. I don't like this.
And Mandus, as this is going on, shouts again a reminder. There's no need to worry about holding back. In this space, nothing will harm me, and nothing will harm you.
Mm-hmm.
You say that twice.
Okay, I'm gonna back up around the... Well, back up like 20 feet
Okay.
Straight
Which
back.
direction?
away from him.
Go around the fountain a bit.
But before I go around the fountain, I'm gonna do firebolt.
Okay.
All of my dice hate me. It's a 19.
A 19 just hits.
Cool.
Oh, well, I shouldn't say just, but his AC is 18. That'll make things easier.
Okay.
Okay.
We're level 10, so I don't get 3d10 yet. It's still only 2d10. 10 fire damage. And I'm gonna duck behind the fountain with the rest of my movement.
Okay.
10 more feet.
Okay.
And kind of crouch.
Then it is Thaddeus' turn.
Right. Thaddeus whips out his sword, uses bonus action to activate it, while walking around over to Mara, and shouts out to Manus, "I name you enemy of Asanahen, and her enemies are mine."
So is that
That's my vow of enmity.
Vow of Enmity? Okay.
That's what I got for my turn.
Harmony's like, he's not an enemy of Asanahin!
At the end of
Behind
your
the
turn,
fountain.
he will say, interesting, a holy warrior among you. And he will use another legendary action to move his speed over to Thaddeus this time, without provoking opportunity attacks.
Good.
Mara. I've never used a creature with legendary actions before.
It's fun, isn't it?
So, let's see. That is between me and him, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. I think I want to use my swashbuckler 2-weapon fighting.
Okay, so you want to sort of shift around so you can get in position to fight as well.
Yeah, and
This way or this way?
yeah, I think I want to be near the post, so that
Okay.
way. So I'll have a rapier in one hand and a dagger in the other. And I'll try to get in with the rapier first.
Let's go ahead and make your attack.
Your attack is this
Yes.
12 or the
One.
20? Where's the 20? Here it is.
Oh.
You gotta roll a hit first.
So,
Oh,
6, right?
Yep.
So
you
21.
Yep.
That hits.
And then you roll the 8, which is this guy, plus sneak attack, right?
Yes.
So what's your sneak attack bonus?
Oh,
At your level?
4.
What, is that right? At your level?
Yeah.
Did you just get a level?
Yeah. She's level 8 now.
Yeah, I thought I just changed it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
46.
Okay. So then you roll. Like Tig. Get on the board! Ooh, there's a lot of 5s.
Yeah.
That's definitely on the board.
That's a lot.
Okay, so that's 18, 19,
Plus
19
plus
damage.
3, so 22.
There you go.
Nice.
Respectable.
And that was just the first
That
hit.
was just the rapier.
Still got your offhand.
So
Yep.
the dagger, you don't add the
the
plus
bonus
to it.
damage, but you do the chance to hit, right? So
yeah. So you roll a
roll this
hit,
guy again.
and then if it hits, it's just a d4.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Yep.
Hits.
So just a d4. The triangle. It's back there by the mug.
I don't see it. Oh, it's behind the mug.
Mm-hmm.
One.
One.
One
Oh,
damage.
plus 3.
No.
You
No,
don't
no,
have
plus-
your-
Oh, okay.
If it's in the offhand, you don't get your
Okay.
plus to it.
Okay, that's right.
And you can like dance away.
Yeah, this is the fancy footwork feat.
Yep.
You can leave without provoking an OA.
So where do you want to go?
I want to go behind the pillar.
Sort of get around there amongst the rubble.
Yeah.
Nice.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action, to punch at Thaddeus.
Okay.
So that's 27 to hit,
Yeah, that'll hit.
Just barely.
and that's 10 bludgeoning damage as one of his fists catches you in the side.
Okay.
I forgot I had that.
Hunter, you're up.
Okay.
Come on, Iron Man.
Better start shooting again. Alright. So, let's see here. I'm gonna take some more shots, use my scope again. And
Okay.
then we got what's that? Sharpshooter. So 22 to hit for the first one, and the bowstring.
That's going to hit.
Okay. Bowstring, I rolled an 8, which is Petrify. It's a dex save.
Ooh, he's really good at dex saves.
Come on, Mandas. He can be good at everything. It's like literally all dex and con.
No,
But you
listen,
know-
he can be good at everything.
You know what? He actually does fail though. I rolled a
Okay,
3.
so restrained must repeat save at end of next turn. On a success, the effect ends. Wait, what? Oh, that's if they do it. Okay. On a
Okay.
fail, they petrify for 1 minute.
Interesting.
Wow.
Good
Cool.
job.
All right, got him.
Nice.
So what was the bow damage?
I'm still rolling for that. I'm gonna use a maneuver too, but where are my maneuvers? I was gonna use. Actually, I don't think I really need a maneuver for this one. I'm just gonna do straight damage again for this one. It's my d12. That is 23 for the first one.
Okay. He's going to again use a reaction to.
Even if he's
Can he?
He's restrained. He's not.
wait,
He's
how many
petrified
reactions
or-
does he have?
Well, his turn came around. Your
Oh,
turn
did it?
went first, and then his
Yeah.
turn happened.
Yeah.
So he's using
I
his.
thought it was still my
reaction
turn,
to-
so I didn't bother. Okay.
So he can reduce that damage to 0, and then throw
Oh
it back
no!
at you.
Stop
But
it.
he's restrained, so he has disadvantage. So it's not a natural 20, but it is a hit at 26.
It was almost a natural.
I would have died. Oh.
Max
Slaying
damage
win.
though.
Okay.
So that is 17 piercing damage reduced
Jeez.
down to
8.
yeah,
Okay.
7. No,
8.
yeah,
Okay.
8.
Yeah.
You're right.
So okay, that's fine. I'm still not. I'm not bloodied yet, but close.
And he's like, he had his back to you, so he has
He's
like
like,
this
"Ching!"
moment where he just whirls around, catches it, and then throws it.
Well, just like last time, there's another one coming his way. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, that's good. Almost a crit. But that's gonna hit 2,
Mhm.
and then I will do a maneuver on this one, and I will use whatever that one I was gonna use. He's not using a weapon, but I will use trip attack.
Okay,
So he has to make a strength saving throw.
I think he passes.
Did he? Okay.
I think. 22.
Yep, it passes. Okay. Well, I still do the damage though, so I don't care. And I'm just gonna do 9 plus 37.
37. Dang.
And that's my turn.
I need my calculator.
Unless I have a bonus action.
37 damage.
Yep, that's sharpshooter. With good rolls. Let's see. I'm gonna use a bonus action for second wind.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's got one more legendary action he's going to use for this round to punch Thaddeus.
Sure.
Or, could run away.
If he's restrained, can you do that?
No, he can't. His speed is 0. So he's going to punch Thaddeus at disadvantage. It's probably not a hit. So that's 15.
No.
No, especially not with your cool new shield.
With your AC now, 20.
But then it is Mandus' turn, and he'll smile and say, "Battles change partway through. How do you adapt?" And a globe of darkness erupts around him.
Is it a spell?
It is a spell.
I counterspell it.
Okay. Then it does not.
I'm gonna use one of the ones that's in my orb, or in my amulet.
Okay.
Which, I don't need to mark it off as being used because it's
No, it's
a dream,
yeah.
but I'll mark it off as being used in the dream.
No, I'm
Just
not
sort of
marking ammo or
remember that
anything.
it's not used. So that's his action. He'll then
So I
take
need
a
to roll one of
bonus
these.
action. This whole area in the Shadowfell is sort of dim light.
It worked.
he-
Just by the way, it worked. It might have not worked.
He sort of
There's a chance.
glances a grin at you and gives like a wink, and then
Oh,
sort of
dear.
you watch his body disappear into the shadow of the realm,
Oh dear.
and he vanishes. That's a bonus action. Then at the end of his turn, he has to make another dex save, doesn't he?
Because he's restrained?
Because of petrified.
Right.
Ooh. What is the DC again?
It's 15.
So 7 plus
7. Sorry.
7 plus dex. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No wonder his dex save looks so low. 7 plus 10, so 17. So he's no longer restrained.
Okay.
And he's sort of invisible wherever he is. But that's his turn. Harmony.
Well, fuck. He's invisible.
He wanted to be invisible and have you guys not know he's invisible.
But I dispelled the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to polymorph myself into a giant spider.
Okay. Do check for wild magic though, since that can still happen.
Safe.
Okay. So where
Need
you
to go get
are,
my
right
stats.
there.
Because I can now see without my eyes.
I don't think I have anything in here that would like work as a giant spider. So you can be this giant tornado.
It's like a big web. The tornado spider.
And
Fantastic
what is
for
the
you.
range of your blind sight?
It's not very far. 10 feet.
You do not feel him anywhere nearby.
Don't get him, Harmony.
I have a 30 feet walking speed.
Mm-hmm.
And a 30 feet climbing speed, so I'm going to climb over the top of the fountain
Okay.
and walk up next to Thaddeus.
Creepy spider walks up. You don't feel him.
I'm going to walk towards Hunter if I have movement left.
Right here.
5, 10, 15, 20,
10 more feet.
25, 30. About there. Still no sign of him.
Should have been a giant scorpion. I think they have more.
Anything else on Harmony's turn?
I'm going to hold an action. A web for when I can sense him nearby.
Okay.
If I sense him nearby.
If you sense him nearby. Okay, noted.
If I sense him, yeah.
Thaddeus.
I have an idea of what I want to do. Okay, yeah. Thaddeus is going to raise his sword a bit and cast Moonbeam from it. And the place that I want to put it is...
What is the radius on this?
It's a 5-foot radius.
Oh, darn it, I don't have a 5-foot radius.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But I'm going to put it next to Mara.
On which side?
So from what, like due east of me, or due west. So like...
This way?
Yeah, right next
So like right here?
Yep.
Okay. So you're blocking off that space.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess you could like mark it if you want to.
Might as well.
I was gonna just like put part of a napkin on there. Like there it is.
Do you want to mark it off? Sure. That could be Moonbeam.
Yeah.
You said so it's 9 squares, 3 by 3.
No, it's 2 squares. So like
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
which
it's
just like
right
a-
It's a
here?
4 square.
5-foot radius. Yeah, so put it right there.
Right here. So this whole thing here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You know what's interesting? He's in there.
I thought he might be.
Uh,
I thought if he was going to go invisible, he might go for the squishiest member of our
it's
party.
not
Squishy.
illuminating him or anything. Like, you can't see him.
Yeah,
He makes
so
a
this
save
is not
on
that
his
spell.
turn,
There is
right?
a spell, Fairy Fire, that would illuminate him,
Right.
but this is not that spell.
Yeah.
So he'll make a save on
On
his turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
but
we don't know he's
for
in
the
there.
record, since I've told you, I'll put him. He's right there.
Okay.
But do I know he's...
You do not.
I don't think that even Thaddeus doesn't know yet.
Anything else on Thaddeus' turn?
I can't see him, so I can't cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Right.
So Thaddeus is going to move next to... He's covered the base with Mara, and now he's going to move next... Where is Harmony?
Harmony's
I'm
Tornado.
there's a
Right there.
tornado right
Okay.
in front of you.
Okay, so he's already next to Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's going to move next to Hunter then.
Okay, so sort of get in between Harmony and Hunter.
Yeah, so that they enjoy the benefits of my aura.
Cool.
Oh, so good.
At the end of your turn, in the middle of the Moonbeam, I'm going to use now 2 actions. Mandus is going to punch at Mara. So Mara, out of this Moonbeam, you just feel possibly... Ooh. So 8 or 9.
I don't
So
get my turn
19.
first.
He's using laser action.
He has...
Oh.
he has...
Cheater.
He gets
Yeah.
like 4 turns around.
It's crazy.
So does 19 do your AC?
Yeah.
Okay. Even with advantage, so that's pretty low for him. So he does 11 bludgeoning damage as you feel sort of like this foot catch you under the chin. And then, since he's made an attack, he becomes visible again. And you can see Thaddeus, he's
I have
just
60
caught.
feet dark vision. I know where he is now.
Yes, you do. So
I shoot
you
a web
can
at him.
Web at him. Okay?
Alright, I need to
Silly people.
I got away.
Guess what, guys? The big enemy at the end of this campaign is a boggle!
Giant boggles.
Big boggle.
Can I use
Big
Tides
boggle.
of Chaos when I'm a spider?
Yes.
Cool. I'm using it.
I don't think she actually can, because you have... The spell says you have the game statistic of the spider.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
I think
don't
he's
think you
right.
Well, then it's a 7.
Manda sees it coming and steps out of the way as the
Yeah.
web goes shooting past.
Giant spider, not too strong.
Mara, it's your turn. You can see now that Mandus is right next to you, having just punched you.
Okay, so I want to jump up on that column there,
Okay?
and then I'm gonna shoot my short bow.
Just go ahead and make a either acrobatics or athletics check to try and get up there.
Yeah, you don't have Thaddeus boots.
I don't even know if you'll balance.
12.
Woo! I did it!
Hey, look at that.
Then you bump the table.
Yeah, 12 is enough to get you up there.
Okay.
Better be, because he just spent all that time putting you up there.
I'm not going to say that that was a factor in deciding that 12 was enough, but it was. And then you want to take a shot with your short bow?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
Ooh.
20.
20. Hits. I'm trying to remember. He has not yet used his reaction for this one.
He used it on Hunter,
He
right?
used it on
Yeah.
Hunter's
Oh,
turn.
but that was before
But then
his
his
turn.
turn came around.
Okay.
Because his turn's after Hunter, so he hasn't used it yet.
So does this count for sneak attack too then?
It does.
But
He's
he might
he's
be
gonna have...
collecting it.
I think your sneak attack might actually be able to outdamage his like catching
Yeah,
ability.
do it. Roll damage.
Oh wait, is that 4 or 5? You need another one. That's the short bow.
The short
Right,
yeah,
and then you do 4d6.
1d6 plus 4, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. 15.
Plus.
18.
18 damage. Yeah, he's gonna catch that and throw it back at you. I think. Just because, so I'm not always throwing hunters back. Yeah. Okay, so that's 29.
Oh no.
I rolled a 19. What damage dice does a short bow do?
Man,
1d6.
he's real.
6.
Yeah,
He's really real.
it's okay. I have a plan.
4 plus 5, so that's 9 piercing damage as he catches your bolt midair and throws it back at you. And that's another key point burnt. Oh, and
Hey.
also he spent points for darkness, so I'll have to mark that off.
That was my first counterspell, you guys.
Anything else from Mara?
No, I think I want to stay after.
End of your turn, he'll use his last legendary action.
He's gonna move. Of course he's gonna move.
Of course he's gonna move.
Come around towards the spider.
Cool.
He'll stand next to you.
Ooh.
Then it is Hunter's turn.
Oh, I'm ready. He's getting some more arrows.
He doesn't have any reactions.
I know.
Light him up.
Alright. I'm doing that with the bowstring. Oh, that's a crit.
Okay.
Alright. And then I got a 1 on the bowstring, which is Charm. And that's a wisdom save.
Okay.
DC
It's
15.
not one of his best. But he rolled a 15, so he's good.
Ah, darn it. Okay, so now I'm going to do damage.
Mandus has really good saves as a monk.
Also,
I'm
as a
gonna
monkey, you
do-
just decide not to be charmed anymore.
It's true. Oh, I keep forgetting about that ability.
Yeah.
Thanks! Thank you!
I like it to be a fair fight.
To be fair, I took away that monk ability and rolled it into legendary resistance.
Oh, I see.
So he just has 3 of those.
So I'm going to use pushing attack too, which is a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, do it. Push him away
Strength
I'm
from me.
pushing away from you.
Thank
Yes.
But he rolled an 18 on the dice.
Okay, that's fine. You're going to take a lot of damage. So that's...
Yeah, give me the total damage for that.
Okay, so that is... What is that? 20 plus 18, so 38.
You just get out a calculator.
Okay, and then my next attack, firing again. So that is a... Ooh. Okay. That is... 21 minus 5, so I'm going to have to use a precision attack for this one to even hit him, I think.
So 21 minus 5, that's...
That's 16, so I have to get a 2. I've got a 4, okay, so that hits.
Okay.
And then that's going to be, a bowstring 2. I have 8 charges. A 7, which is sleep, which is a wisdom save.
Rolled a 17 on his dice. He's fine.
Alright, and then so I got
Monks are
5 plus
proficient
18,
in
which
Yeah.
is 23 piercing damage, or I guess magic damage. Not that
Okay.
it matters. Okay, and that's my turn.
Dang.
Good turn.
He is full of hunter's arrows.
Seriously.
Coming around to his turn, what does he want to do?
Oh, he's behind me. He's in front of me.
He'll throw a punch at the spider. Just one.
What did he
Yeah.
roll for the pushing attack one? He rolled a...
17 plus some.
Oh, okay, never mind. You said he rolled a 17. Okay, because the DC's 18, so got it.
So that's 26 to try and hit the spider.
Yeah, that hits.
Barely.
So that's max damage. 13 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as he just sort of open palm hits you. And then
Right in the tornado.
he's going to slide around past him.
Anyways, it doesn't really matter, but
Right in the vortex. Ah!
Oh, you keep it.
yeah, I keep
Tornado.
And then he's going to go for Hunter with the second one. So you can make an opportunity
He gets
I
advantage.
will.
He gets advantage against me.
attack. Oh, because of your bow.
Mm-hmm. No, because my scope.
That's right.
Oh, that's why you
20.
had advantage.
Yeah, I get advantage and they get advantage against me. Yeah.
20.
It's
Where's my giant spider stats? Okay, I'm gonna bite him as he walks
So it's
by.
only 7 points of
Oh, okay.
bludgeoning
That's not
damage. But he's going to use an ability.
Woohoo!
You
Oh,
need
wait,
to make
can
a
I?
con saving throw.
I do?
Yep.
Can I? Wait.
23 to hit
I'm gonna.
for my OA.
I'm gonna parry that.
Okay.
So, let's see if that works. I got superiority plus 10, so it reduces it to 0.
Does it reduce the damage?
It says when another creature damages you with a melee attack, use your reaction and expend a superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll plus 2.
Okay.
So it goes down.
Yeah, so that reduces it to 0,
0.
I think.
Yeah.
But he can still apply the
Yeah,
effect.
it's an one-hit thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I have to do a con save?
Like you can't-
You don't have to apologize for helping out.
Yeah, it's a con save. You get a +3 bonus to this.
Plus 2?
+3.
3. Okay.
I think he also gets advantage on it.
Yeah,
Because
he
of
may.
your
He
new
may.
shield
I mean,
power.
you would know better than I would.
Well, no, your new shield power.
Yeah. I just didn't know what effect this was going to have.
It
Oh,
doesn't
it's
matter.
the
I rolled
stunning
a
strike.
1 with the second one.
Okay.
But I got. Ooh, maybe I'll.
Stunning strike.
If I use Indomitable, whatever it's called, do I reroll both dice? It says reroll saving throw that you fail.
You would just re-roll one of them, I think.
You roll one of them? Okay, so I got a.
So does your shield give advantage on saving throws against stun?
Yes.
Then yes, he would have had advantage. So
16.
16 beats his DC of 15.
Because I don't need to use it. Alright, cool.
He
So.
took 10 piercing damage from my bite, and he needs to make a DC 11 con save.
He's fine on the con save.
I figured.
He rolled an 11.
But that
How
was
many points? 15?
10 piercing damage.
So I use. 3.
And then that's this is multi-attack. So then as a bonus action, he's going to spend another key point.
Okay.
And he sort of enters this defensive stance and he says, "Alright, show me what you have." And that's his turn. Show me your moves.
Show me
Armor
Show me
moves.
moves. Alright, well, I'm going to dispel my polymorph spell,
Okay.
because that was a big bust. And
Almost worked.
I'm going to center a level, or a, let's see. I'm going to center a level 5 fireball so that it only hits him.
And like that.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. Level 5.
Oh, jeez. Bring out the d6s.
Yep. I'm gonna say, okay, you want me to show you
What is
my
your
moves?
save DC?
It is so high
That he can't do it.
that he
Roll a
can't do
D100.
it. It's a 17.
That's a 21. And he has evasion, so he takes none of it. So he just, as your fireball explodes there, he backflips up over it. And as he's backflipping, you can see he's just grinning at your, because he can see that your fire has, like, would have been more damaging than before. And he's just, like, grinning ear to ear.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to, while
This
he's
is real.
backflipping,
Shoot another one.
speedy spell firebolt him because
Okay.
I'm fucking pissed.
Good, do it.
Speedy spell, quicken spell.
Speedy
I'm
spell.
gonna put Harmony back on the board now.
Yep.
She is kind of a tornado, though. Pretty good mini for her.
So this is just a firebolt. 19.
Hits.
Hell yeah, it does. And that's
Oh,
15 fire
um,
damage.
Make it at disadvantage because he took the bonus action patient defense. Sorry.
15?
Yeah,
Well,
so
if I
then
use Tides of Chaos, does it cancel that out?
it would.
Then I'll use Tides of
Okay,
Chaos.
so then you can just keep the first one.
Yeah.
So it hits. You can see he like tries to twist out of the way, but there's this like jerk of movement as your firebolt
15.
just curves a
Fire
little bit and
damage.
strikes him.
Nice. Speedy spell.
Still gotcha.
Thaddeus. Actually,
I forgot that monks get evasion. Oh, I want to move.
where do you want to go?
Fucking anywhere but here.
Okay, give me a direction.
I got
I'll go behind the pillar that Mara's standing on.
over here.
Okay.
Yeah, behind
One,
me.
Watch
two,
out, there's a
three.
moonbeam.
Oh, let go around the other side then.
Okay, so you were here.
I have 30 feet of movement.
1, 2, 3.
Oh! It's on you to put her back.
I
up
will
there.
put it back.
Hey,
At the end of your turn, then he will.
Do you want to go another
No, just
right there?
using the pillar as cover.
Alright.
He will punch Hunter again.
Yeah, I will.
17.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. So he misses as he goes to try and punch you. He sort of like catches the wrong angle on your plate, and it goes sliding off.
Mm-hmm.
Mara, your turn.
Okay.
Wait, what about Thaddeus?
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
skip Thaddeus?
Yeah.
Sorry, my
That's
bad.
right.
Thaddeus is
Good.
turn.
Oh, phew, I was wondering if I were your turn.
Oh, I did because I had said Thaddeus, and then I went back and said actually at the end of your turn.
Mm.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, Thaddeus
That's
is
his
going to
middle
step forward and take 2 swings.
Okay. With disadvantage.
Nope.
No. Oh, that's right. Because of your oath.
Yeah. Actually, at first he's going to cast Hunter's Mark on him as a bonus action.
Smart.
Smite him.
13 won't do it, but the 20 will.
20 will indeed.
Okay. And I'm going to throw a bunch of sauce on this.
Yeah, get him.
So Moonbeam fades then because they're both concentration.
Yes.
Do you want me to?
No, it's fine. Just remember it's fun.
I almost cheated.
There, I fixed it.
What is
Nope.
it? Nope.
Tasty damage.
Ooh boy.
Let's see.
Man, that was the first time I've cast Fireball at 5th level. I was so excited to roll all those dice.
Dexterity saves are not good against monks.
Yeah.
41 cold damage.
Ooh.
Actually, some of that, like, I think only, no, actually, hang on, did I say 41? I meant 49.
Is it all cold?
No, some of it is radiant. Most of it is radiant.
Can you tell me the radiant, please?
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have
so-
told you that ahead of time.
So 16 is cold,
Okay.
and then the other 33 is radiant.
He ignores the cold.
Okay.
However, the radiant he takes in full, so that's 33.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Wait, no, that already had that there.
Did you get Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, I thought I did, but then I saw it was there.
Alright. Then at the end of your turn, he'll just go running away. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55,
And he doesn't provoke away that way, right?
60. No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Actually, he'll go around here, sort of behind the rock for a little bit of cover.
How much cover?
Like partial cover, so +2 to his AC.
Okay.
And that's a legendary action. Then it is Mara's turn.
Okay.
So you're on top of the pillar.
Yeah. So since I'm up there, I can probably try to get him with my short bow again.
That's true.
So let's try to do that.
What's the range of short bow? Is it 60? I think you might be able to get him.
Should be able to get him.
That's 12 spaces away, so yeah, that'd be 60.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
It's indifferent.
Oh.
Picking which one to use.
It is at disadvantage because of his patient defense.
So roll both of them. And take the lower.
Oh,
Oh,
plus
it's the
15.
same.
they're
Yay.
both 15.
So +6.
Yep.
21.
21.
21 hits, even with his cover.
Nice.
Get him!
He hasn't done a reaction this turn.
He hasn't.
Okay.
Oh no. Well, she rolled high. Ish.
So I have the 3. So 22.
Okay, yep, he's going to reduce that all. And throw it at Thaddeus, I think.
Man, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, nice.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Fancy stuff.
Neither do I really.
That's why I was up there.
So
trying
that
to see if there's
is
something I could
15 points
swing
of
at.
piercing damage. As he catches the bolt sort of between 2 fingers and then spins it around and throws it at Thaddeus, catching you just between the shield, right in like like in between the links of your chain armor. Then that was Mara's turn. He has one more legendary action. I think he'll save for the end of Hunter's turn. No, he'll use it now, and he'll get behind full cover here.
Full cover?
Oh. Chicken.
Not 3/4, right?
Nope, full cover. He can get full cover from that rock, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, he's definitely
Okay.
on that rock.
Okay. Alright. That's unfortunate. Okay. Alright. Fine. Let's see here. If I go over here, though, I can hit him, right?
Yes, if you ran this direction, you could hit him.
Alright. So if I was right here?
Yes.
30? Okay.
I would give him a bit of cover, but you can ignore it because
I
he's a
ignore it,
sharpshooter.
yeah.
So,
So I'm gonna take some shots at him again. Set the bow. Scope it up. Okay. So we got it's a hit. You want me to give you the numbers, or if I just know it's a hit, is that okay?
if you just know it's a hit, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. And then
The
I'm
AC
going
is 18.
to... Alright. Use the bow stock.
You didn't make it at advantage, did you?
Should I not have?
It would have been disadvantage, advantage, so just even.
Oh, so even? Do you want me to reroll one dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll one, yeah.
Alright. Let's see what happens. Oh, That one is... got a 17, so I have to use a precision again, but that'll hit then.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll use the bowstring. I got a 6, which is telekinesis.
Okay. What save do I make?
You make a strength save.
That's not that great. 4 plus 7. Fails the save.
So, if huge or
Um,
smaller, you can move it any direction 30 feet, and it's restrained until it starts.
He's going to use his first legendary resistance, though, to succeed on the save.
Counterspell.
Good try.
Actually, I can counterspell.
You can counterspell from your bowstring, but
Can I do that?
It's not a spell.
Tried really hard. Okay. Does he still take the damage or not?
He still takes the damage.
Okay. So that is 13 plus 18 is 31 damage.
Okay.
And then for my next attack, I will miss. So I missed my next one, and that's it.
Okay. For Mandus's turn, he hops up sort of on top of these pointed rocks with one leg up and sort of like looks out at the rest of you. And he gives an approving nod. And he says, "You've earned the right." And then the shadows coalesce around Mandus. And when they clear, there is a silver dragon. Its wings and scales tainted with shadows.
Harmony just sits down.
You can see there's like gaps in the scale where shadows are literally leaking out from it. This dragon has been heavily influenced by the nature of the Shadowfell. It's almost taken it into itself. And he lets out a roar. And now that he's in this form, I need to switch stat blocks.
Oh, we're still fighting him?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I had a guess. I mean, I think we all had
I
a
think
guess.
we all had a
But when
guess.
Thaddeus' cold damage did nothing, I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, fuck.
I'm glad everybody's
this for?
far away from me.
Yep.
So none
What-
of us get your bonus.
Am I
It is
gonna?
against frightened, so you're immune.
I am immune. That's right.
We failed. I am apparently
If you were
very
within
afraid of
10 feet me,
Mandus.
you would be.
Oh, is it 10 feet? Or is it...
No, if you were within 10 feet of Thaddeus, you would
she
have been
rolled one,
immune
I
to
rolled a
this.
2, so...
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think that
14.
helped.
So you three are all frightened, which means you can't move closer to him, and you have disadvantage on attacks against him.
Okay.
And that is Mandus's turn. Harmony, you're just sort of quavering after this dragon has let out this roar that literally shook the landscape.
How do you remove frightened?
Well,
Certain spells.
he's
Oh,
not a
not
monk
at the end of turn you want me to
anymore.
roll or anything?
So, do you think
this
he
one
still has
lasts
a dex evasion thing?
for a minute, but it can repeat at the end of its turn.
I don't think dragons tend not to have that.
I'm gonna throw another level 5 fireball. Fifth
Okay.
level fireball at him.
He will make his dex save. He's less good at it in this form.
Oh, and wild magic goes off.
That's true, it does. What is your spell save DC?
17.
You're gonna hate me. I rolled a 17.
I bend luck.
Well, okay, but it's 17 plus 5.
Oh,
So-
never mind then. But he
You-
still takes half damage.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't have evasion in this form.
Your wild magic is that right?
Yes. I said that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I did say
I
that.
thought I heard you say that, but I was.
But
I
I'm
was
gonna roll the
reading
damage.
spell.
I'm gonna roll the damage first. Let's see. 1d6 for each level above third, so it's 10d6 total. I need 5 more d6 from
I
somebody.
got here. I got 2.
Need more?
I got
Okay.
steal some of your d6s.
Oh, get him.
Whoa.
Woo! Look at all those 6s. Well, if I'm not using bend luck, then maybe I can re-roll damage. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Empowered spell to re-roll my. I can re-roll 5. 5 of them. 3, 4, 5. Much better.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. Look at all these 6s. Oh my god. I got it. 5. There's another 6 and 3. Okay. 10, 20, 30. 44.
44 damage. Okay.
44 fire damage. Halved. And then wild magic goes off. Oh dear.
Not halved to 22.
Oh, that one's cocked.
90.
90.
90.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so this like faint ghostly music, almost like a Gregorian chant, just begins to echo around in the air around Harmony.
That's what we're hearing now, right?
Yep.
Mhm. Yep, you hear this music
This
coming
music
from Harmony.
coming from me, so you can probably hear it.
Is that the end of Harmony's turn?
Nope.
You got a speedy spell?
Yeah,
Speedy spell?
I'm thinking about it. Actually, I think I might do that. Because using empowered spell isn't a bonus action. So let's see. I used one for empowered spell, and I'm gonna speedy spell.
Speedy spell.
So I'm gonna do chromatic orb
Okay.
out
And
of
you'll have
my.
disadvantage on the attack roll because you're afraid.
That's right. No, I'm gonna do shatter then,
Okay,
so I don't have disadvantage.
so that's a con
It's a
save.
con save.
He's better at those. Yeah, 29.
Okay, well then he takes half damage. And this one's only 3d8, it's not as beefy. But it's thunder damage. Oh, that's really good too. 19.
Okay. So unless you want to move, I think that's everything for you.
I just want to get behind the pillar.
Okay. You are behind the pillar already. So,
I mean,
Thaddeus,
Yeah.
you can look around and see your friends sort of like. Oh, and you can make a save against the fear again.
Oh.
Another wisdom save.
a wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I have Tides of Chaos back. I'm gonna use it. I can use it on. Yeah, I can use it on saving throws.
Yeah.
Worse!
Well,
So 13.
It doesn't quite do it. So
Nope.
you're still afraid.
It's okay.
You can see your friends sort of like cowering in fear of this dragon that is coalesced in front of you out of shadow.
alright, I call out to Asana and speed your vengeance along. And I cast haste.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run up to the dragon and hit it.
Pew!
He's still hunter's marked. He's still the same creature, so you still have the vow of enmity.
Oh, I don't think he is Hunter's Mark because haste is concentration.
That's true.
So Hunter's Mark is but I do get an attack on him anyway. Oh, I get an advantage on this one, right? Because he's not defending.
He's not defending.
Yeah.
No, and you're not
He's
afraid.
still, he's still my enemy.
So.
Nice. How about a 25?
Hits. Does it do cold damage?
Some of this will be cold because I know now that I have to put Divine Smite on this to do anything. So that's gonna do 16 cold damage, which does nothing, and then the rest of it does 14 radiant damage.
Okay. Alrighty. Then it is Mara's turn.
I mean, try.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to my bracelet.
Your little spider bracelet, or not spider,
Poison
snake bracelet.
Yeah, get him.
snake.
Okay.
Get him, spider. Or snake.
Just gonna send a little snake after him.
Like 2 HP. Gonna get him.
So you're going to use it to put poison on something, or what's
Yeah.
your plan?
Well, I think I need to get a little. Well, it can
far
go
away.
60 feet. Yeah. So we just established that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell it to go attack.
Okay, so a poisonous snake is attacking Mendus, the dragon.
Yeah. He has a speed of 40.
It can
so
bite. It can bite.
yeah, he can make it there.
Let me just find the
Little
stats for
tiny
a
little
poisonous snake.
poisonous snake.
Little-
I'm gonna find it. I'm
It's
gonna
like a
find a
little worm.
chink. I'm gonna find a chink. Get him.
Yeah, get him.
Oh dear.
A poisonous snake. Go ahead and roll a d20. Add 5.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Whoa! Okay. So poisonous snake does 2 piercing damage.
Yes.
And he needs to make a DC 10 Constitution
Yeah, he
saving
does.
throw,
Yeah, he
which he
does.
rolls a natural 20 on. But he takes the 2 piercing damage.
Piercing damage.
Yes.
Good job. Yeah.
And he sort of looks down at the poisonous snake and just growls at it.
At least I got him. He
Yeah,
didn't
you
throw
did.
it back at me.
At the end of that turn, he is going to use a legend.
Wait, that was just a bonus.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a.
You still have your regular actions.
Awesome.
Should have used something at the end of Thaddeus' turn. I forgot completely.
Too
It's
late
okay.
now.
It is too late. What else do you have left for Mara?
Okay,
Can't
so
deflect your arrows anymore.
you can't deflect my arrows. Okay.
Probably
Not that you know of.
Well, let's try then.
I think you still have disadvantage because you're afraid, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're afraid.
So I have to roll 2 and take the lesser.
Yep.
Oh wow, it's really good.
So 17 plus.
6.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Are you going to get sneak attack? Because Thaddeus is right there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think you should get it anyway.
I think it's only with melee.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I see.
Okay. So that is 23.
23 hits, or does that's the damage, right?
That's the damage.
23 was the damage roll
10,
and
Da,
the
da, da.
attack
20
roll.
plus 3.
Okay,
Oh, that's 9.
so he takes that whole
22.
damage. Can't
22.
resist it.
22, not 23. I thought that was 10, sorry.
It's okay.
Um,
And then you
then
can-
at the no, do you want to move or anything? That's action bonus.
and then roll for the frightening thing too, right?
Right.
Just a 9 plus what? A wisdom? Is it a
Wait,
wisdom?
is it? Where's your saving? Is this your saving throw?
Yeah. Oh, here.
No. That's it. So that's 10.
10.
Yeah.
So that's still a fail.
Okay.
So she's still frightened.
Okay, so I think I'll go down beside Harmony now.
It's like Harmony. So you're gonna kind of duck around.
Yeah.
Hi.
In that case, then at
What
the
a
end of
dream.
your turn, Mandus will remember to use a legendary action, and will tail swipe at Thaddeus. So
Sure.
your AC is ridiculously high.
It's very good right now.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, well,
I kid you not.
he hits me then.
Okay. So, but that's not great damage. That's 5. That's a crit, so he rerolls that. That's 4, 1, that's 5, 10, that's 11. Plus, what does he get to add to this? Plus 8. So that's 19 bludgeoning damage as he swipes across with his tail. Then it is Hunter's turn.
Alright, well, we're still fighting this guy. Let's see here. So I guess I'll just make some shots. With scope, I only get, this is regular attacks, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you're frightened.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm frightened, so I will just make them non-sharpshooter. So my chances to hit him. And I got a 25 for the first one.
Hits.
Bow stock, come on, get him with the charm. Wisdom save.
16.
What's your DC?
15.
How many charges did that do you have left?
8. But, oh, left 3. Used 5 already.
Most creatures won't have as good of a plus to saves
Yeah.
as Mandus does.
Oh no, I get it. That's fine. And then I'll just do damage. So that is 12, 13 magic damage.
Okay.
If that matters, or piercing.
It doesn't matter in this case.
Okay, and I'll make one more shot. That is a hit. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's a hit, but that's 28, so I'm guessing it's a hit.
That's a hit.
Okay,
Mhm.
and then I'll just do
His
flat.
AC goes up a bit as a dragon, but not
Yeah.
that much.
I'll just do flat damage on this one, which is not very much. It's 10 damage.
Okay.
So
Then at the end of your turn, if that is the end of your turn,
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna roll for the frightening thing. I got that's better. I got a 17.
not quite enough. You're still frightened.
Really? Oh, come on.
He is going to take another tail swipe at Thaddeus because that's about all he can do with his actions in this one. But that's not going to hit. That's a low roll. 6 plus 13, so 19. No.
Doesn't hit anymore.
What is your AC with haste and this awesome shield?
It's now 22.
22.
Dang, nice.
Then that's Hunter's turn, so then it is
Yep.
Mandus's turn. And he will turn this direction.
No, the other way.
And he will boom out in a loud voice. And he will say, "You've almost reached the end of your trial. Just a little more. But it only gets harder from here." And he's going to release a breath weapon. So you and Hunter, Thaddeus and Hunter, need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Alright.
And I'm going to roll one dice roller for this.
Okay. I got a 15.
I'm also
Not
at
enough.
15.
Not enough.
Fortunately, I have resistance to cold damage.
Fortunately, I don't. Well, I don't need it. It's poison, right?
So,
It's
since both of you failed, you both take 46 necrotic damage as he breathes out this
Oh.
shadow energy from his mouth.
Necrotic damage.
And it's just like this pure essence of shadow wafts
How
over
much?
the two of you.
46?
46.
46.
Yeah.
It was less than the average.
I could. Okay.
And that is the end of his turn, but he's
What's
going
the
to
breath
then...
weapon, right?
Does this power count toward myself as well?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna use it right now.
Okay.
So Thaddeus has 10 HP right now.
What power is it?
Oh, that
Share
power.
with the class?
That
Yeah.
power.
I can expend 2 charges to use up to 10 points from my lay on hand pool as reaction when an ally within my aura, which is me, would drop to 0 HP.
I would say the other ones apply to you, so... Yeah? Even
Yeah.
with the lay on hands one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make that ruling now for forever.
Okay. Let me check to make sure that I can even use lay on hands myself, because I think I can, but let me make sure.
Pretty sure you can.
If not, ease down.
But remember, you can't die here, so you're probably...
Yeah. But I want to be able to still go.
That wasn't a spell, right?
No.
But, you know, what happens if you die in your training?
You wake
After
up.
you.
While you're figuring this out,
Yeah.
you may or may not get an attack of opportunity because he beats his wings and begins to fly up high into the air.
Yeah, it doesn't say excluding yourself, so yes. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll say you
Right,
can use
cool.
that power on yourself.
Alright, then I'm going to take that attack of opportunity at advantage.
Nice.
And then at the end of this, he gets 80 feet up into the air above you.
Hey, I got a crit.
Nice! Okay.
So yeah.
Disregard what I said. This might be the end for Mandus.
So
no.
I'm definitely going to put a Divine Smite on this, because that's what you do when you get a crit in your paladin.
You put your highest level Divine Smite on.
Right.
Do all paladins get Divine Smite? Or just
Mhm.
the Vengeance? Okay.
All paladins.
Oh, nice.
So I'm only gonna use. I'm just gonna like not even roll the cold damage.
Yeah, don't bother.
How many d8s do you need?
I need 68. So.
6 more?
No, I have enough. I have plenty of d8s. I went to PAX one time and I was like, how many d8s could I possibly roll in one hit if I crit? And I bought that many d8s.
Nice.
Could have been better roll damage roll though. Let's see. Yeah, not great. 17 radiant damage.
17. How does Thaddeus want to strike the final blow as Mandus is trying to get up into the air with his wings?
Yeah, I think Thaddeus was like had staggered a bit, and like Mandus discounted him.
And the shield
Yeah, and the
blasts
shield
out this
glows,
radiant energy that
Thaddeus
brings
like
it back up.
strikes back.
Okay. And yeah, it catches him like unaware, and it sort of dissipates the shadow that is protecting his being as well. And with that, the shadows coalesce around Mandus again, and then dissipate once more, with him sort of sitting on the ground with a bent knee, standing there, looking at the rest of you, very out of breath, and we can be out of initiative.
Hunter,
Well
did you go
done,
down on
guys.
that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Well, I'm not good, but I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
down either. It's close. If I didn't use Second Wind, I would have been.
I didn't take any damage at all.
You almost did your tornado
Right.
damage. Right in the
my,
vortex.
Yeah, my spider took damage, but that
Yeah.
wasn't me. Harmony's gonna run out from behind the pillar and just
We're not still
fall.
scared, are we?
No.
Okay.
fall to her knees next to Candace and say, "What? What?"
He's all smiles as you run up. You've grown quite a bit. You've found strong friends. And you can see he's got like a little bit of, like a small tear in his eyes, and he says, "It's hard to say how incredibly proud of you I am.
Does Tal know? Do the orphans know?
I've told Tal. None of the others know."
Thaddeus like smiles a raggedy smile as he like is like bleeding.
Yeah. During
Did
bleeding.
Tal have to go through this too?
A similar process, but allowances were made considering he was on his own.
Everything makes so much sense now.
Does it?
I mean, why else would he be in charge of this, the portal to the Shadowfell?
Yeah, and as you think back, there's a couple things that stick out in your mind. You know that silver dragons tend to make friends with humanoids across generations of family members.
Mm.
He knew Harmony's mother, and he knew, like, instinctively that it was her mother.
Oh,
Or
My
her
grandmother.
grandmother.
My grandmother.
Mandus has hinted several times that he's much older than a human should be. The secret word to open the room to the Shadowfell is Draconic, if you'll recall.
I don't remember, but sure.
There have been several hints throughout your time you spent with him that now suddenly click together in your head as Mandus is just smiling there looking at you. And he says, "So, you were seeking a silver dragon, and you found the last one in this realm of existence."
Okay. Well,
It's not what we
That's
expected
okay.
to do tonight.
this is good to know.
You don't seem quite whole.
No, and that is a story that perhaps I owe to all of you at this point, especially those of you who have traveled with me into the Shadowfell. And as Mandus sort of like sits down at the fountain to launch into this story, I think that's where we'll end for tonight, because I don't know if we have time for me to get into all of it.
I guess that one goes.
So, you guys, you learned Mandus' secret!
Yay.
And you guys defeated him.
Yeah.
I know, you're a little too damaged.
A critical
I
2
felt
damage.
super helpless because
Oh,
I was
that
doing
snake
like...
got like zapped back into his bracelet mode though after the
Yeah.
breath weapon.
Yeah.
That's funny.
God.
Good job, guys.
A
did
dragon.
it.
That's it for tonight, everyone who's watching. Thank you for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll have a one-shot next week with Kay as the DM.
Next week is one shot.
Should be fun. And then the schedule's a bit wonky after that, so watch Twitter.
And it's our schedule's on our Twitch channel page, so
I broke
if you
everything.
scroll down under the video, it should be there. You can see when we're playing and when the next episodes are going to be.
So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a great night. Bye.
Night.